What's going on, guys? So today on this Shoky review, we're going to be taking a look at the mobile doll May from the HG Build Divers Re-Rise line. I'm a little thrown off because it's over there. Either way, it's a cool box art. You see her here in her mobile doll form, here in her diver form. I'm not entirely certain what to think about it, but yeah. And you got to scan it to watch the anime. Yay! I already did that. Got the blue Bandai logo there, Mobile Doll May. Got the thing there. And you got 2020, made in Japan. It's pretty cool. Nice box art, though. And if we come down to here, it's going to be hard for me to read. It's actually off-white. Three types of actions. Three types of face parts are included. They can be combined with the pupil stickers to enjoy various expressions. True. That includes both stickers and waterslide decals for the eyes. Yep. Real. Both stylish proportions and wide ranges of articulation in each joint have been achieved. Dedicated base that enables action poses included. Cool. Convertible. Mobile suit mode. Nice. Beam handgun. Cool. Beam saber. Beam shield. Customize. If you want to throw some weapons on her from the Mars 4 armor. Sure. And you come around that side, you got number 14 in the line, Mobile Doll May, repeat of all the box art, Bandai, Hobby.net. And you come around the other side, and you got obligatory front and rear shot, Mobile Doll May, a Gunpla built as a mobile doll for the L Diver May, electronic lifeform born in GBN. It is completed by installing May's data into tools known as build decals. That's right. Which are combined with a mobile doll. This procedure is generally used to enable L-divers to operate in the real world, but the mobile doll can also be used as a gunpla for L-divers to board in GBN. Both GBN and the real world are actual worlds for May. She uses this gunpla to dive into planet Eldora. Yep. And you got 3-year-olds probably like May, but keep them out of your eyes. And of course you got little guy with a toilet. No yen cost there. I don't remember what it costs. Called 20 some odd dollars, if that. It's like, that's kind of the problem. I forget how much they cost because the yen cost isn't there. But, you know, I got it from Gundam Planet, so it is what it is. No glue required, by the way. Yep. New mobile doll. Still upside down. Yep. Now, guys, I will say right off the bat, if you haven't noticed, I did customize her. So this is going to be kind of a custom review as well as a normal review, but I kind of had a wild hair up my butt and decided to go ahead and customize her. So we're going to take a look at the custom version because I didn't do this review before customizing her. So it is what it is. Let's go. Alright guys, as usual, it's turntable time. And as you can see, she's definitely changed up quite a bit. Now, all I really did was swap out the white and teal color for red and gold, and really gave her a kind of Xeon slash Char kind of paint job. So, basically used a combination of gold, Italian red, some clear red, some mica red, and clear red there, to achieve the colors. And with the way she goes together, it actually makes it very easy to get some good color separation, though it did take some good masking, especially here on the arms, to get the different colors. Now the leg stripes, that's a different story. That was hand painted, which, as you'll see when we get closer up, is actually pretty rough. I even painted her hair, so it was pretty much that same kind of dark grayish color, not quite black. And this is just done with black, rubber black, if I remember correctly. All the paints are Tamiya as usual. Now, the main body is not painted at all. That is the original gray color, because I thought it fit. So, it is what it is. Though there were some interesting challenges with this kit. Right off the bat, water slide eyes. That was a new one for me. But let's get her off the turntable and take a closer look. Okay, so looking at her up close, you can really see like the different separations and stuff like that. So anything that was the teal color got painted gold. I did add this stripe here and then added these gold dots there. But the chest pieces here, or on the torso parts, that's pretty easy because those are all actually molded plastic. I just put it together and spray painted that. Same thing for here. Nice part separation. Same thing there. This did require some masking, and it's actually a little bit rough, but it is what it is. But those water slide eyes. Now, the eyes are actually molded in such a way that you could paint them if you have the skills. Like, they're actually, all the little details are molded in. So you could get that. By the way, her eyebrows also totally water slides. And it looks like that water slide has half come off there. You see half her eyebrow is missing, so I guess I won't be using that face too much longer. But it is what it is. The last thing I did for her body here was to paint these heels. They come white, so it's done with the same gold, Italian red, clear red layering. Though it's funny, in the pictures like that I was taking earlier, you can't really see them against this black base. But let's go over articulation. I'm going to be very careful with her, because once again, all painted. With the head, you have a double ball joint that goes into the neck, so she can turn, but basically her hair is in the way of everything. So you can turn around like so. Just got to be super careful, especially because everything is painted. Now the base of the neck does not have articulation, only the top of the neck, as you can see here. Hold on, let me see if I can get her feet to stay. It's like the hard part is trying to get the feet to pose. She's built very similar to a Figure Eye Standard kit in a lot of ways. So like I said, you get the double ball joint between the neck and the head, and then that little tab right there is your alignment tab for the neck. So make sure that you get it plugged in straight, and you can tuck it back, and then the front of her head falls off. That was unexpected. We'll get to that. I go, oh, I see what happened. It pried it off. Okay, so just be careful with the neck. And once again, watch out for the hair. The hair is articulated. You can swing it out like this. And yes, I have seen the picture of the guy who has done full-on custom hair, and he's turning his into a Mikasa, by the way. There's the nice, technically it's a Neo Zeon logo there from Sinanju, or one of those. I don't remember. I think it was from Sinanju. And then, but I put the Char MSO6 there because I figure, why not? And then also another logo there. These are all dry transfers that I just happen to have. And then I've got MSO6 with a couple arrows on either arm, just for some symmetry. Speaking of the arms, let's see if we can get some action here. Now, it is a ball joint plugged into a really strange kind of thing. I don't really know how to describe it, but it works. So you can do this number, and she does have a pivot joint there. Watch out for that gold bit there. And she does rotate. The hair kind of hinders going all the way around, but it is what it is. Gotta be careful. That I tried to clean up that joint so that it wouldn't have paint on it. Didn't do the best job. Very limited in just how you can move, mostly because of the hair. I'm just going to say it. The hair limits a whole lot of movement, but it does add character. Doesn't look like the hair from the show, but it is what it is. Now you do get bicep rotation here below the shield emitters, so you can do that. She does have a single jointed elbow. That's good for way better than 90, so that's good. Got some flake happening there. And then you come down here, and like I said, you got the different tones. And I'd made sure, like, this was a masking nightmare, so I had to do this up like normal and then mask everything off. And I've got some spillage here, and then this is a weapon, sort of, and then just ball joint mounted hands like normal for holding weapons and whatnot. I hope that's not my dry transfers coming apart on me. It very well might, could be, or it's just dust. I don't know. Hard to tell. Now for the torso, she should have articulation. Like the way it's plugged in, it can rotate just below the boobs, which is okay. It's not great, but you know, get some slightly dynamic posing. Her waist or hips or whatever you want to call it, there's a ball joint there that can sort of ab crunch, but you don't get any movement out of it. Hold on. That wasn't supposed to happen. Like, I thought that this would move in and out a bit, and as far as I can tell now, it doesn't. So, like, I guess she can lean back a little bit, but you have to basically break the entire thing apart to do it. So, waist is just sort of there. The legs, you do get some drop down hips. They are just kind of a V form. So she can do an okay Jean Claude, but I'm being very careful with that. She can, well, I guess you still want to drop it down. She can kick forward about like that for the chorus line, and here's the gold stripes down the legs. You can tell I didn't stay on the line very well. She does have thigh rotation, but it is very tight, and you can see it kind of splitting a little bit. It also breaks the sculpt, so it is what it is. You got little plugs there for the guns later on. Double jointed knee, perfect for the leg up kick for if she ever kisses somebody. Let me know if you get the reference. Okay, and you do get ankle rotation, but it's down here at the foot, and then you get the actual ankle pivot forward and back. Now, in theory, it should also rotate at the top, but it's not doing that. And then once again, you got the really cool red heels. Now, articulation may not be her bag, so to speak, but she does have a buttload of accessories that make this thing really cool. Now, some of the accessories I've already got on her, so I already have this right expressive hand. She also has a left one, like so. And then she also has, make sure you stay there, her stand, which I'm going to go ahead and use now. So it comes with a regular little simple stand and then this extension, because, I mean, I guess you could do it otherwise, but I feel like it would be too short for her if you did. And it does plug in her backpack back in here. So you can have her propped up like that. Of course, she's tilted a little bit funny as it is, so let's just straighten her out. But that allows you to get her in some kind of posing. I need to keep her shoulders up. It looks a little bit better. Something like that. Like I said, the fact that her hips, like this area, doesn't do much really does hinder. Now, maybe that's just mine. Maybe something's assembled wrong. I don't know. Your mileage may vary, or your assembly might vary. But either way, next thing up, she has her guns. Now, I custom painted these as well to match, which was, you know, another nightmare of masking. Then I also added some more dry transfers, just some extra logos to break things up. And I did add a left and right sticker on there, or rather dry transfer. And so she's got a left or a right version. And since her left hand is the one that has a holding hand, we'll use it. You got the fold down handle, and you just insert like so. And she can look pretty awesome like that. But then, as you can tell, there's holes on either side. By the way, it does come with camera stickers, but they got a little painted over. Because I assembled things before thinking about painting. So there she goes with her weapon storage, which you guys know I always appreciate. So there she is with her guns, which is cool. I actually really do like the guns. Now, the other things she does come with offensively are some very super thick green beam sabers, and they do just plug in here on the wrist, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Actually, really do like that. You know, we got to see her use these in her mobile suit mode. Obviously, I still have her in her like diver mode, more or less. Hold on, let me turn the body and then the head, and then like that. Hold on. Trying to get her into a pose of some sort. There we go. So that's actually a pretty good pose. Not gonna lie. So yeah, she has two of those, so you can do with it as you please. Now she does also have a defensive thing, and it is a cool beam shield. I really do like this. It's a cool design. It looks really nice, especially in some bright lights. And let's see here. Let's put it on this side because I've done the most work with this one. So you have to pry this little guy out. Now you see you've got some slots there. You take this little clear guy that looks really inappropriate. Make sure you match up the direction properly. Insert that. Go ahead and add this over here. Anybody with any kind of beam shield from another kit pretty much knows how this goes. And then you just plug that onto the ball joint. And now you got a really awesome beam shield for her. I guess if you wanted to turn things this way. Oh, that's a pretty dynamic pose, if I'm honest. I like that. Okay, but she does have other stuff to do. So let's go ahead and yoink her head off, which sounds creepy, but it's what we have to do. So she does come with the replaceable faces, just like the instructions showed, and we already saw how the hair comes off like that. And then you just come back here into the face. It does just plug in like that, and now you see the neck joint a lot better. And we can plug in, hold on, let's plug in the O face, so to speak, the surprised May face. Which is, yeah, like super waifu-ish, but pretty cool. And then we'll swap it out for my, like, more favorite face. Try not to scrape that up as I go. There we go. The Sly face. Now, she does come with a multitude of eyes, and you can decide which one to go with, but you obviously have to realize that, at least with the water slides, you're not going to change them out. And these eyes underneath were this, look. So it is what it is. Now, where is that? Hold on, where did my first face go? Because I want to see. Oh, yeah. Look, her eyebrow completely came off. So I just have to, like, hit that with another eyebrow. She does have, she comes with quite a few, if I'm honest. So there's that look. Like I said, it's one of my more favorite, like the devious May is devious. Okay, so kick the neck up. Line it back up. Come on. The hard part is getting that neck to settle sometimes. It's like I'm lined up, but it's just not plugging in. There it goes. So you can see there, much more Sly face. I'm leaning over too much. Let me pull that up. But there we go. Now she does, of course, have her other face, so to speak. Her mobile suit head. So this normally comes in pretty much a light gray color, and then the face comes in essentially a white. I did paint that with insignia white, and this is all USAF gray. It assembles the exact same way as the rest of the head, and of course these eyes are stickers, but if you feel like trying to paint on those little digital things, by all means. And it does come with a gray neck, if you're so inclined. And this was like one of the biggest, if not the biggest, reveal of season 1 of Re-Rise, when her mobile doll form came out of her Gunpla. So there it is with that, and it is creepy, but it does look neat. Now, the way that I painted her doesn't necessarily lend itself to this version of the head. It's just too light, so to speak, especially with that face. But there's another option, one that is more my style and kind of what I'm going to go with from here on out. And there we go. So with little effort, literally just swap it over to the light gray hair. And yeah, she does kind of look like Sarah, but with this color scheme, the red and the gold, it does look a lot better, at least in my mind. I mean, there's nothing to it. They do give you two complete sets of hair to work with, so you can just do what you got to do. And the head constructs the same way, both ways. Now, since this is like an alternate universe version of May, at least for my money, this is how I'm gonna have her displayed permanently. But just so you can see, if this one has a Gunpla mode, it's this. Now I do need to swap out the necks, although I kind of like the gray neck with that head, but I might swap it out for this. But either way, so there is my custom mobile doll May, kind of a Xeon slash Char version. And I like it. I actually really liked this kit. Like, it's my first real foray into like the Gundam girls or anything like that, or like the Frame Arms girls or any of those things, like Megami Device, something like that. The only thing I'm not happy with is her limited posability, like just the fact that like the torso is so limited and stuff like that. Also, she looks a lot like Samus in this, now that I think about it. And yeah, if I really wanted to go very like straight up Char version or something like that along those lines, should need to have blonde hair. I've already considered that. If another one comes along, it might be a thing that happens. But either way, as a kit, it was fun. It was actually very easy to put together. Obviously, all the time and effort went into customizing more than anything else. And I like how it came out. I do wish I had put a little bit of gold on the guns. Like, if I could redo the cameras with a little bit of gold, I definitely would. But she looks fantastic as it is. And just, yeah. This is one of the better quick customs I've done. And I mean, like, I've had her painted almost 100% on the first day of the build. So it's not a difficult thing to put together. And then, of course, I added the details like the guns and stuff today, actually. So that was the other day. Now, though, I wish she had a little bit more to do with the face. Yeah, I kind of wish there was more. So to me, it might be worth having another one to both get blonde hair and be able to add extra faces with extra eyes and stuff like that, because I do have them like where they're looking different directions and whatnot. But as it goes, I like it. I suggest this kit for sure. And of course, if you're just a fan of the girls, as it were, I definitely can recommend it. But guys, let me know what you think down below, and go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And of course, make sure you go check out the MS100 contest if you don't know about it. Everything will be in the description down below. And of course, she's not a 1/100 kit. She's actually an HG, but it is what it is. But if you're interested in the contest, by all means, jump in. Still plenty of time to get things done. But of course, I'll catch you guys on the next review. And remember, as always, keep on building.